everyone, welcome to our work in progress around here. Look, we took out the pergola, which is really exciting for me because it opened the yard up so much and I can see all the potential for everything except for this massive trampoline. Practically, I have to remind myself that the kids need to have places to have fun, and the trampoline is very well loved, but it's huge. Like, some days I wish I could get rid of it, but no. Beautiful. So I just wanted to show you guys the summer garden. It's doing really good for such a small area that we have. It's looking awesome. These ones are new mix. I can never tell. Let's see what this, new mix peppers. They're so pretty. Yeah, so tons of peppers growing right now, which is so nice because we have no sun. And then early potatoes are gone, and these ones are mid-season potatoes. I honestly forget what I got because I couldn't get potato starts at my regular place, but they're looking pretty good. They're finishing flowering, so they're almost ready. And then my zucchinis and my patty pans are looking awesome, and I'm really excited to start preserving them because for a while there it looked like we might not have a very good season. So I'm happy about that. We have quite a few in here. I need to prune these. They take off in a couple days. You can see them all coming in there. There's like 15 on this one. And then the beans are doing really good, but you can see they're stunted because of lack of sun the past month, but they are starting to come up. They need me to prune them. Look at this. They're like, please, you're encroaching. And then, yeah, my cucumbers too are very flourishing now, but they really needed that sun. You know, this hot weather garden really needs consistent sun. That one is done. If you ever find one that's not properly pollinated, you need to pop it off. Yeah. If they don't get properly pollinated, then they're going to drop off. So I know I've seen a lot of questions about that, but yeah, if they're not properly pollinated, they're not going to finish. They're not going to come to fruition. They actually put out a little cucumber with a little flower. And then they wait for the pollination to happen. But yeah, what else have we got? These were for my kids. The beans were for me, and these were for my kids. The beans were to freeze. These are cucamelons, in case you haven't guessed. And you know what? They're looking pretty good. I think we'll be pickling them. Do something practical, eat some and pickle some. And this I'm very sad about. It's finally growing. My pumpkins, we usually have 10 pumpkins by now, and I lost 2 pumpkin plants, and this one is taking forever. This is a sugar pumpkin. I really like the sugar pumpkins. They're so great for preserving. They're nice and dense, but it's not looking good. Hello, ladies. Hi. How are you guys this morning? Hi, Posy. Are you so pretty? Yes, you are. Don't peck me, okay? My blue toenail polish. No. You guys are hilarious. This is the one that always pecks my toenail polish every single time. Look here, she's coming for me. Don't do that. I think somebody already got all the eggs. Yeah, empty nest. We're getting lots of eggs right now, but the boys do their chores in the morning and get them all. So many tomatoes coming. Just hope this hot weather keeps up. Lots of tomatoes. So my spring garden is coming to an end and I have to fill it with fall stuff. I'm letting my carrots go a bit longer because I want to see how big they get, but I need to pull them out soon. They're looking gorgeous. My Swiss chard, we've cut it 50 times and we've froze and we've saved so much Swiss chard. So I think I'm going to replant it because it's looking a bit scraggly now. And we've had lots of carrots, like I said. Pulled up quite a few, but I'm going to replant them. And then my lettuce, you can see it's a little bit starting to go to seed. I just pull out what isn't useful and send it to the chickens. But the kale's looking gorgeous still. But I think I'm going to replant my lettuce. We don't use a lot more than this, to be honest. It comes back so quickly that for our family, we just save the kale. We dry the kale, we cut it up and freeze the kale for smoothies and soups, and I need a bigger freezer. That's next on my list, so I think we're pretty good for now. It usually lasts me through the winter. And there's my last row of carrots that I've been hoarding. I've been hoarding them. And I need to pick the peas. My peas are finishing. I think that we've had such a massive harvest off these peas. It's crazy. Even though they're looking sad now, you can see there's so many peas. I need to come and pick them. And then I think I'm going to pull them up because they're done. And I'll probably put some beans on the trellises and get some beans started right away so that we can get at least maybe one harvest off the beans. And the onions, late season onions are looking gorgeous. They need a weed. Looking beautiful. So yeah, rhubarb, I need to pull some more again. I'm not going to talk about my raspberries. We have to do something about them. They're just not doing good this year. I think it's lack of sun. But I have this empty bed here, and I'm gonna have this whole empty bed here, and the whole of this, 3/4 of this one. And then I have one up at the front that I haven't done anything with. So what do you guys think? What should I plant for the fall that is going to have enough time to grow and will be good for preserving and saving over the winter? What do you guys think? Usually I just do lettuces, and I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of beets. And I'm thinking radishes because I love that idea that I posted the other week of letting the radishes go to seed and harvesting the pods. And yeah, what do you guys think? Give me some suggestions. What do you think I should plant for the fall? I'm kind of at that point where I'm petering out a bit with gardening, and I have to reinvigorate myself every year to get the fall garden planted. But it's always really exciting when I get around to it. But I need to not be too late, so it has to happen this week. I have to do it. So yeah, what are you guys planting for the fall? And what does your fall garden look like? Do you do a fall garden? If you don't, and you have a good season like we do, you definitely should. You can even plant kale and lettuce and Swiss chard and just cold weather greens like that, and then you can put a cloche over them and extend your growing season time into the winter, which is really cool. So that's something to think about if you've never done a fall garden before. But we always do a fall garden, and sometimes I don't get enough growing season for stuff. Like last year, some of my beans didn't get enough time, but this year I'm determined to get my fall garden in before August. I was thinking about cauliflower and kale, or cauliflower and cabbage, pardon me, but then I have to put a floating row cover on, and I hate putting a floating row cover on. I should do it, but we always get cabbage butterflies all over it and laying their little eggs, and they're doing their nasty business all over my cauliflower, which is really annoying. I do usually get a good few cauliflowers, but they also take up so much space, so I feel like from a practical point of view, I don't like them as much, because like I can freeze them, I can chop them up and freeze them. I guess I could pickle them, but we don't really like pickled cauliflower. Chris likes pickled cauliflower, or Chris likes fermented cauliflower, so I guess I could do a couple for him, but it only lasts when ferment. But yeah, any suggestions? What are you guys doing? Things like beans and stuff to me just seem really practical. They're easy to freeze, easy to can, and easy to save. So we have our own veggies over the winter time, which we really like. I hate not doing enough and then I don't have anything to pull out from storage over the winter time. It drives me nuts. So, you know, just things that are healthy, and I know that we're grown ethically. We call the lettuce from the store poop lettuce. So my boys call it poop lettuce. Is that poop lettuce, Mommy? So, you know, just having some stuff like that is always really nice. Yeah. So, just some thoughts about my fall garden. And I feel like because I've doubled my garden this year, and I'm gonna triple it next year, I'm like, wow, this is a lot of space compared to what we had. So now I'm excited, and I don't know how to best plant for preserving, but I have lots of ideas, and I will post them later on my Facebook group, and you guys can add some suggestions and thoughts. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week. It just rained here, so I'm gonna go water because it wasn't quite deep enough, and get ready for a day of cleaning. Inside cleaning, not my favorite thing to do. I'd rather just stay out here in the garden. Anyways, take care, guys.